That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing, but this tournament...
Exactly.
This master...
Famous. He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of him. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near it. He's got to be to the Lingshan.
Forced.
It's a type of breed. For example,
One time, he sent a challenger fly.
it sure is.
We're clear.
There's a tuition?
Of course. This is...
But recently, though,
So, if we can get our hands on a vision...
well, we have to try something new. Otherwise,
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide.
see you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. If so,
So you're also...
you better believe it. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that... No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful... I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures. In most people's eyes, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was I've also brought along... Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Quero ver esse cara aguentar meu combo no talo.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys pick...
Chinksa Village Arm. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they...
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Leo? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the...
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
Visão do nosso personagem oficial. Visão estelar. Poder da visão. Cria explosões, daí te escolhe o tipo de explosão, tá ligado? Tipo explosão de estrelas.
My
Isso
apologies.
é foda pra cacete.
It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon, too!
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champion.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Right, a great hero.
Oh, we're not here for that.
There's another...
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go...
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto and... Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here. Anyway, the
Hey, so even though you don't... So Paimon... In any case, looking at the competition... All right, it's showtime! You got the...
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? How am I supposed to win now?
Por que eu tô mais forte que o normal? Se
What
bem
a
que o inimigo
strange
normalmente
guy.
tem uma defesa
I was
bem
so
superior,
confident to
né?
begin
Esse cara que é
with.
fraco mesmo.
Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite.
Poxa, não me diverti nem um pouco nesse torneio, viu? 75, achei que ia dar de brincar um pouco, mas nem deu.
So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally...
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise.
Well, I've fought my fair share. So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. Let me think how... You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join. You know, a lot of competitors came. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to... Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating... For one thing, we don't want you wasting... So, I'm putting...
Huh? But we only just...
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level...
All right, I'm gonna... We're finally here, folks. The real show is a...
The captain seems to have high hope. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semi... You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through...
All right, that's enough chit-chat for...
Your opponent in... I do not doubt your...
Relax. My guy's at the...
Okay.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Não, pera. Pera. Não, tipo, de boa, tá ligado? Não tô sem coisa, mano. Mano, eu não pego... Eu não tô entendendo porra nenhuma. Eu acho que minha força adaptativa por conta da missão, tá ligado?
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance. But mine, I lost interest eventually. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on...
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and look.
Wow.
If you have the chance in the future, please come.
By the way...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, so don't get too...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can...
Ah, it's you! I myself was a...
Maybe next time.
Why, yes. I faltered for but a brief... Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you. He tried to use force to... His opponent was pretty... Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me started. I don't dare tell my Sorry, I shouldn't be
Oh, alright.
Thanks, I'll do my...
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. In fact, I discerned this...
I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to...
Not exact. As for the guy What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I haven't
yeah.
It is true that I do not mean to given your talent.
Hang on. Don't you...
Gathering intelligence. Besides our favorite...
You betcha. Wait a second. We never told you that...
However, there is only so much that can come with me. Some...
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Now that we're alone, you are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of... It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent. Like...
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey. Honestly, even Paimon...
Perhaps such unfathomable... However, I still Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair Now then, let's...
Blade!
Delve into destiny.
Dodge this! Go with the wind!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability, please, save your thanks. If anything, the world is a true...
You seem kind of obsessed with visions.
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the god, and what influences the god's decision to grant... My apologies. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. In the outset, supposing each of the not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for...
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma...
Sounds a lot like some...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But if you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand. The time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though he strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbor...
Wow! I've been waiting for this.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match, but today's final round will surely take... As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision...
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do...
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain
No need to worry. Even the... The vision was the prize that I...
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some...
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an...
Come with me. I can...
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
You caught up with me? How is that possible?
I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to—
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch—
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know pressure. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for— In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand—
You—
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine! Fine! I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided—
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. After watching the since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was— I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up. After all I went through to get it? I think not. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arm.
Huh?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and it seems that it would be only fair to brand the word—
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far!
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it!
What are you trying to do? Dodge this!
Let me scry.
No, no! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking? It's up to you. Such willing—
No need for that.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it!
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest— But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try?
The vision did—
I see. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is—
Yeah, what's the story behind—
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, What expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, but as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in...
Kazuha!
It's just... All right then. It's time we returned. Allow me to gather the...